say make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Say take money, money, take money, money, money.
Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I could spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Yeah, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is still trying to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm
Yo!
the talk around town. Remy
Fellas!
gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla
Ah,
on the Rilla. You
whoa!
got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a...
What's going on, fellas? Happy Monday. I was gonna say yo, and then Maj came over here and was looking pretty nice with that shirt, so I had to say, whoa, Maj! What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Guys, it's over. It is over. I believe that we are now going to 12K. I think all other TA is completely irrelevant at this point. I think that 12K is coming imminently, and I think it's coming within the next 2 months. Okay, so prepare your anuses. Okay, prepare your anuses. Okay, well, this isn't OnlyFans, but prepare for 12K in the next 2 months, guys. It is over. There is many signals pointing to 12K is coming imminently. It's coming imminently, man. Okay? Absolutely imminently. Wait, 12K? Jordan, what do you mean 12K? I thought we were in bull market. What do you mean 12K? I cannot handle that. I cannot handle that drawdown. Well, I must be bearish now. Tino was right. Tino was so right. I should have known all along. Anyways, I'm effing with you guys. Anyways. I'm effing with you guys somewhat. Anyways. Let's get into it. Hashtag horse guy was right. Sometimes the horse guy wins, man. You know? That's what it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. The horse guy wins, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, I want to say, first of all, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I sort of sense a lot of negativity and hostility and stuff in the market. And what I've learned recently is usually when someone's being hostile or a little bit salty, it's because their life kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I want to firstly say I hope everyone's having a great day, okay? And usually when I sense some hostility and stuff like that, it's usually because people bought the highs instead of buying the lows, and now they're salty. So I want to say this. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, okay? I hope everyone out there is killing it, all right? Because there's been many opportunities in this market to kill it. Now is the important test and the exciting test. You might say, Jordan, what the frick is exciting about this, man? What is exciting about this? Well, let's talk about why this might be exciting, okay? Let's talk about why this might be exciting. Well, we're coming back down to this level, okay? And we've talked about possibilities of, and I'm sort of saying I don't really know what's going to happen in the short term, right? Bitcoin's in a range, could break up, could break down. The short term was kind of like whatever, right? It could break up, could break down. It's a range, right? So we decided to break to the downside. Now, here's where it gets really, really interesting, guys. We're at an interesting level right now. 29,000 is a support, in my opinion. And the way I'm kind of looking at this is now that we broke to the downside, there's obviously two scenarios. There's always two scenarios. You got to have multiple scenarios here. I've sort of been saying if Bitcoin wants to come back down to 28K, I'm looking to bid some Bitcoin at $28,000. And I'll show you guys why I think 28,000 is an important level. You might not think so. You might think we're going back to 12K. If you do, that's okay. We all have different opinions, right? But this 28K level, I think, is a big level. And I'll show you guys exactly why. So this trend line, which, you know, trend lines are made to be broken at the end of the day. Let me get rid of this indicator here. Trend lines are meant to be broken. They're meant to get absolutely destroyed at some point. Maybe this is the time it gets destroyed. But this has held once, twice, and 3 times on all the big major dumps for Bitcoin in this uptrend. And I will continue to say Bitcoin is still in an uptrend, my guys, okay? Higher highs, higher lows, up until this point. Just chill out, man. I feel like the sentiment is kind of like Bitcoin is, I sort of said this the other day. Now it's even worse. I sort of feel like the sentiment is even worse than it was at 15K. It seems like the world's ending, and usually when sentiment is bad near the highs, it's because a lot of people FOMO'd into the top, right? If you were buying at lows, you're really not that salty, right? I'm saying? So here's my thing. We have this upward sloping trend line, okay? Very simple. We're not reinventing the wheel. We also have this support level right here, right? So all these highs that were back here back in March, and that previous high we had here back in May. So we have this horizontal support sort of box here, along with this upward sloping trend line. But if it was just those two things, okay, if it was just those two things, I would say, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on two things, okay? Because we know that the power of 3 is better. You guys know that the number 3 is fantastic, by the way. The number 3 is fantastic. We also got the bull market support band coming in that we've held on all the dumps, right? So this dump, we held the bull market support band before getting a bounce. This dump, right? We went slightly below because of the Coinbase FUD and sort of the SEC. Oh, it was basically the SEC suing Binance and Coinbase. We went slightly below, but on the weekly, we held this as support, right? The weekly, we actually closed above that level. That's also coming in right there around that 28K-ish level. So there's a lot of shit there, right? There's a lot of freaking shit, right? I mean, this is like I like to say, there's a lot of shit at 28K, and that's why I think that's an interesting area and an area I'd be looking at here. So 28K is what I've been waiting for here. If we were to break down, still think it makes sense to test there, right? I just think it makes sense, right? You know, it doesn't always have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? But baby, I longed the Bitcoin already. I longed the Bitcoin and used no stop loss. No stop loss. I am longed the Bitcoin. Where is that the pump? Play the Arabian music. I need to get the pumps right now because I am already longed. So play the song. I got the best accent in the game, man. Best accent in the game. Play the song now. Yes, this is my yellow pump song. We will pump from here. Let's go. we go, fellas. Anyways, let's play some Arabian music. Let's set some good stuff going in the background, man. There's nothing like some background music. If you guys can hear the music, let me know, by the way. Let me know, man. Let me know. This song jams, by the way. This is one of the best songs, in my opinion, that we have. Other than Skrilla on the Rilla. Come on, boys! Now, we'll wait for the drop. Let's wait for the drop and then we'll kick it off. Here we go. Ready? Come on! Hold on, I need this guy. Where is he? I know there's one of you guys just listen to the music, just like picking your nose in the background. I always wonder, my favorite thing to always wonder, and then don't mind me, my favorite thing to always wonder is like, what are you guys doing when you're watching me? And I know, like, based off percentages, 40% of you guys are taking a shit. 40% of you guys are taking a shit. Probably 20% of you guys are eating some food, and the other 40% of you guys are picking your nose or something. You know what I mean? So. Anyways, besides that point, guys, I think for all those reasons I just said, I think 28K is the biggest level of support to watch. If we're going to go lower, I think it makes sense to test there. Do we have to get there? No. I'm sitting heavy, okay? I'm sitting comfy. Like I said, for the next 6 months, I'm looking to buy shit at smart levels. I'm not looking to FOMO into stuff, right? At smart levels. Altcoins at bottom of ranges, not at top of ranges, right? So... we got Bitcoin, 28K makes sense. Do we have to go there, right? Once again, I think it makes sense. But if you go to the 4-hour chart, here's how we might not have to go there, okay? And this is like the bullish scenario in the short term. If for some reason, okay, we get something, I don't always know, and you know, you can't really predict these things, but let's say Bitcoin gets a little bit of a bounce from this region, right? Which, you know, we'll see. Reaction so far hasn't been too great, but, you know, we'll see. If we can reclaim back above these supports, right? So we're going to have to get back above 29.7 for me to get really pumped and a little bit confident. I'd want to see Bitcoin get back above these lows, right? So all this previous range, if we can reclaim back in the range, right, above 29.7, I think there's some good stuff, right? And then you'd kind of be looking at it from... you know, the range highs where we had the range highs, you broke out, and then we came back down. If we can get back into the range, I think it would just be the opposite situation, and we'd go up and test the highs, right? But like I said, I wouldn't get too pumped about that until we either reclaim 29.7, like I said, or we go down and test 28K. That's kind of my game plan right now. I think we're kind of in this weird zone for Bitcoin right now where I either want to see it get back above here, right? Or go down and test 28K. One of the two. I'd be either cool. I think right now we're kind of in this weird zone in between, you know, 28K and 30K, which is kind of like this weird little ghost town zone in here where there's not a lot of price action in here, right? So that's what we got. You know, on sort of the short-term time frames. That's the support level I'm looking at. But at the end of the day, all right, we'll talk about some other stuff in a second. But let me see all the homies in the chat, man. Like I said, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I hope everyone's killing it out there. If you were buying some of the altcoins when we were saying to buy some of the altcoins a few weeks ago, you're still up a good 50+% on pretty much all of them. So it's not really too much to be like squeezing my nuts on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sitting here squeezing my nuts and being like, oh my God, just yet, right? I think there's a point where you could be squeezing your balls and saying, oh my freaking God, what am I doing? But I think right now everything's okay right now. Doge, yeah, Doge is still moving up for some reason, man. I think there's the hype around the X. It's like, dude, why did we make Twitter X? Like, come on, man. You know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a little kid who wants to download Twitter. He's gonna find out it's called X. What is he gonna do? Okay, he's gonna go on the internet. Daddy, I want to download Twitter. Oh, it's called X, Daddy? Okay, I'll search it. X. Oh, I accidentally did 2 X's, Daddy. Oh. Daddy, there's titties. There's titties on my screen. So many titties. It wasn't me. I didn't search it. I promise. You already know. There's gonna be kids searching the damn X and it's gonna pop up with a bunch of damn titties. Like, come on, man. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh my God, man. You know what's gonna happen, man. Guys, you better be blocking your kids' search bar from typing multiple X's. Or else it's game over for that kid. All right? Oh, Lord. Lord. The X titter. Oh, Lord, man. You already know what's up. Spencer said, Sui is doing the Wyckoff accumulation of the daily time frame. Please look, my sir. Absolutely, Spencer. I'll look at it for you, my man. When we get to the altcoin section, we will definitely look at Sui. It's not like I really have sections right now. It's not like I really have sections, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the short-term time frame, guys. Once again, we either reclaim above 29.7. I think things are looking pretty good. Or we go down and we test 28K, and then I'm looking for a long or buy some spot there as well if we get down there. In between, it's no man's zone. It's no man's zone, so we'll see what happens in there. Switching on over to the high time frames. I think this is an interesting point for BTC right now. And I know the sentiment's pretty dog shit, and I get why, right? I get from a sentiment and a chart standpoint, you might be looking at the weekly and saying, okay, these were important supports that we flipped into resistance twice. I get that, right? I think when I look at this, right, to me, it's until we break that bull market support band, I'm not going to get to, like I said, I'm not going to get my ass scrunched up. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I thought this was interesting today, right? Where we had, I went and I looked at all the previous sort of consolidation lows, right? So all the kind of boxes that Bitcoin consolidated at the lows. And I found, I thought there was a few interesting things, right? So basically, the way I'm looking at this is, okay, starting at this one, right? And this is more of macro talk. I know, a lot of people are more into the trading right now, and I get it. For me, I want to spend some time on the bigger picture, right? So just looking at Bitcoin's past, okay? This, I think we can all agree, was sort of that bottom phase of, the big sort of accumulation phase in here, right? Then when we broke out, right, we had basically the back test, and then we got a bigger move up. What you'll notice is we got basically a back test of the previous highs of the consolidation, right? So we back test the previous highs right there of the consolidation. I think we can all agree that we back tested that there, right? And I went back and I looked, right? Because I said, okay, let's drop the bias, right? Because obviously I'm still upside bias here. Let's drop the bias and let's look at, did we come back and test those again, right? Did we ever test it twice, or did we only usually test it once? Well, I went back to the other ones, right? So 2019, right? It was a little bit smaller of a range, right? 2019 right here. This was the range high right there, right? Up, down before we finally broke up here in 2019. Right here, see? But you notice right here, we never tested, right? We never came down and tested those highs. So what did we do back in COVID? Well, a year later, we came back down and tested the highs of that range, right? So you can see that we tested it once before moving up. Thought that was interesting. So I went back to the next one, and I was like, okay, we had this range, right? Range lows, range highs. What do, right? We broke out of the range. We instantly came back down and tested, right? Right there. Instantly came back down and tested. Did we dip? Did we come back down and test it again? No, right? So we only tested it once. Okay, cool. So that was twice. All right, well, let's go back down to this one, which was a little bit weird of a consolidation at the lows, but same thing nonetheless, right? Range low consolidation right here, right? Range highs, range lows. When we moved out of that range, how many times did we test the range highs? Did we test it more than once? No. We only tested the range highs one time, right? So breakout, test, only one time before obviously moving to the upside, right? So you can notice that in every single one of these markets, we broke out, retested, and we never came back to retest that level again, right? It's not based off the feel. It's not based off, oh, I think we're going to go lower. I think we're going to go higher. Just looking at what we've done, right? Range highs, back tested, never came down and tested that level again. So the way I'm looking at it is this, okay? Could we go lower in the short term? Hell yeah. We've been talking about the 28K level as a possibility this whole range, right? But here's the thing. The way I'm looking at this, right? We have range highs. We broke out. We already back tested that range high. The way I'm looking at it is this. If you're bearish short term, I get it, right? I totally get it. I still think we can go test the bull market support band. But we should not, based off history, come back and test 25K. We shouldn't, based off history. If we do, that's going to be the first time that Bitcoin's done that. So, my take is that we make a higher low than this low, right? We continue to make the higher low, and we continue to make higher lows in here, right? Could we come back to test the bull market support band? Yes, sir. But we should just keep making higher lows, in theory, right? And that was kind of my thought process when I went back and looked at this and I said, okay, we have this higher low structure. We should just continue this higher low structure, right? So that's my thought process, and that's why a big reason why I still kind of remain bullish here, despite the overall sentiment being pretty shit. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but a little bit of macro talk, because you guys all like some macro talk. And let's get this shit, man. Let's get this shit. Altcoins are an interesting level. We're not going to talk about the altcoins just yet, but all right, break time. Break time from macro talk. Break time from macro talk, bro. That's it. No more macro talk for 5 minutes. Let's go, man. All right, let's tell some jokes. Shit, bro. Wayne said, I doubt many here are old enough to know that reference. Wayne, what reference are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, man? Let's see. Clint, 30K in 2029? Oh, Lord, you might be right, man. Bitcoin has that parabolic curve, right? Maj knows. Eventually, Bitcoin will not go up. Eventually, it'll have bull markets, but basically the highs will be lower than the previous high. And the lows will be lower than the previous lows, right? So, like, Bitcoin's trajectory has looked like this, right? It's a parabolic curve. Eventually, Bitcoin will hit some type of price where I think it makes sense for it to be the high. Eventually, it'll probably have bull markets like this eventually. Lower low, high. Lower low, high. These will be bull markets, but it'll actually be going down. Eventually, man. Everything works in a parabolic curve. Hopefully not. Hopefully Bitcoin goes to, $3 million in 2030. Let's just call it $3 million. I'm choking on my own spit. I love when I choke on my own spit, guys. That's how you know you're a weirdo. When you choke on your own spit, you know you're a weirdo, man. Right? But we're all weirdos. That's why we love each other here, and that's why we be positive, okay? Holy shit. Holy freaking shit. Let's see. Eventually, everyone would have lost their Bitcoin somewhere. True, man. Eventually, right? Someone will leave their private keys. They'll throw it in the trash. They'll do whatever they have to do. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. See what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm definitely a weirdo. Matt, we're all weirdos, man. Like, why else would we be here? All the normies are gone. They're out partying, and they'll be the ones that FOMO into our bags at the highs. We know how this works. Let's see. Not if it's a cubical parabola. It's an S-curve. Oh, if it's an S-curve, that would be cool too. But even the S-curve would need a little bit of a correction, basically to the downside on a longer time scale, right? Because we've pretty much just been going like this. So if it's an S-curve, maybe we do a little bit of this, and then we do a little bit of this. You know what I mean? Something like that. Could be something. Maybe it's a wave. An Elliott wave for all the Elliott wave fans in the chat. Elliott wave's cool. Just a lot of people can't use Elliott wave right. I'm one of them. For me, Elliott wave, it's just like, okay, I'm going to draw 5 waves and that's it. But I accept my faults and accept that Elliott wave is not one of my strong suits. Because I just can't wrap my head around. I just think 1, 2, 3, Elliott wave. You know what I mean? That's my Elliott wave analysis there. All right. Anyways, back to Bitcoin. So we talked about that. We talked about all this shit. So S&P got another move up today. NASDAQ was flat. Dow Jones actually made a new yearly high. Highest daily close on the Dow Jones since, you have to go back to February of 2022, a year and a half ago. Highest daily close for the Dow Jones. Let's get a little hoorah in the chat.
Up. We're going to the moon.
And the Russell was kind of flat today. So stock markets were kind of flat. The dollar got another push up. So we're, like I said, this is the key level for the dollar. FOMC meetings in 2 days. It's probably going to be some type of catalyst to move the dollar up or down. We'll see. But the dollar is in this key sort of box in here that we want to see a rejection if we're a bulls. If you're a bear, you want to see this push through, right? So that's what we got on the dollar. Besides that, altcoin market, I know it seems like it's like the end of the world. But when you go to total 3 minus USDT, really not that big of a deal, at least at the current moment, right? I mean, you have a little small red candle here on total 3. Once again, not that big of a deal. I'm sensing a lot of stuff in the market and a lot of feelings and emotions and all this stuff coming out of the market when it really didn't go anywhere, right? So that's what we got there on total 3. Once again, we've talked about many times how this is not going to be an easy range, okay? There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. But if this is going to continue to be Wyckoff, right, we should continue to chop in here, right in this zone, right in here, just like this, as we have called from the low, right, and just continue to work our way, right, through this phase. So, once again, it was never going to be a straight line up. It's okay to have red weeks. It's okay, as long as the overall trend continues to make higher lows, right? So, that's total 3. And as far as the altcoin market, you know, if we go over here, a lot of altcoins like XRP's down 4% today. It seems like it's down way more based off the XRP Army YouTube channels. It seems like it's down way more than that. You know, I sense it just seems like it's way down, like some of these are down way more than they actually are. You know what I'm saying? You know, I go to the XRP channels, it's like, XRP Army, we have fought this long. I give up. The XRP pump is over. Over, I tell you. We did not get the pump like we thought we will. It is literally over. Back down to 30 cents isn't coming for XRP. The army failed. It is so over. Right? And that's the kind of sense I get, is a lot of hopelessness from a lot of the market, right? But as we always like to say, we gotta add a little music in there. As we always like to say, the XRP army will hold strong. So XRP army, this is where you want to hold. Once again, my XRP entry was here, so I'm just chilling, right? I got my sort of bag that I'm just chilling on. Once again, I've sort of said the altcoins I'm looking to accumulate at smart levels. Once again, I think the emotions from people comes from people FOMOing here, okay? This is another great example, guys. Be bullish when no one else is, okay? No one was bullish on XRP here when I made a video on my second channel and I said this, I'm bullish on XRP for the first time in 3 years. No one was bullish on it right here. No one, right? This is when you want to be buying shit at the lows, not at the highs, right? So just another reminder, right? I'm sitting XRP, chilling like a villain. Another good example is Link, right? So Chainlink. We go over to Chainlink here. Sensing a lot of, it's almost like, dude, it's almost like we're so much lower. This is when we were talking about getting in Chainlink. Here, once again, I got my bag, I'm chilling. The emotions come in when you're buying here, right? This is when the emotions come in. When you're buying stuff at the final green candle because you don't want to miss out. This, on a reclaim of a range, at the bottom of a range, this is when you want to be entering stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, this is my entry on Chainlink. If sort of, and I the reason why I'm saying this is because I sense a lot of emotions in the market. I sense a lot of desperation and emotions and sort of just, overall uneasiness. Right? And once again, if you're playing this like a range, if you're buying at the lows, you're not really doing that. You're only feeling that if you bought up here at 88.50 and now you're sitting in a 10% drawdown, you know what I mean? And you're struggling a little bit, right? So just another reminder, be bullish when no one else is, okay? Which is down here. But once again, if Chainlink's going to get a pullback, which I still think it can, if Bitcoin goes to 28 or possibly lower like some people think, Chainlink will pull back. I'm cool with it though, because I sort of said, I'm not in this market for a 30% gain. I'm in this market for next year in 2025. So this is my accumulation range on Chainlink, right? So just sort of look at it like that. Same thing with all the other ones, man. I mean, what's another one we've sort of been talking about here? What's another one here, man? Trying to go through. Bitcoin Cash. I sold some Bitcoin Cash already, but same thing with Bitcoin Cash, right? It's like you're stressing out if you got in here. And my point with this is, guys, we got to switch our mindsets, right? This is when we were saying be bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I ain't stressing this. You know what I mean? And it is what it is at the lows, and when things are feeling bearish, that's when it goes in one ear, out the other ear. And when you're at the highs, that's when it goes in one ear and through the brain, So, once again, as Bitcoin comes down, right, and you might like something that's at a range low, right? Just remember, next time you're feeling super bearish and you're feeling super uneasy about the market, when stuff is at a range low, that's when you want to be looking at stuff, right? Not when we're at the highs, So I guess lesson to be learned there, and we sort of do our thing, right? Bass said, I shorted the BSV pump. I wish I didn't close that beauty. Nice, dude. That's what I'm talking about, Bath. You make those gains, baby. You want everyone to make gains. Listen, you want to short Chainlink right now? Short it. Make those gains, man. Make those gains. Short chain link to the lows. Shit. You know what I mean? You short it to the lows, I'll buy some more. You short it to the lows, I'll buy some more. And we'll just keep going until we get some real upside movement in the market, not the little flicks up like little thingamajobbers, right? Anyways, back to the chat. Still stacking stacks. I haven't really been looking at stacks, to be honest. I haven't really been looking at stacks. The ones I'm looking to stack, no pun intended, OP and ARB, right? Layer 2s on ETH, I think are nice. And just the DeFi exchanges. So I think DeFi is sort of like always the unsexy thing. But to me, it's like DeFi is always going to be a big mover, because that's what like kind of crypto is all about, is the decentralization, right? So layer 2s on ETH, because I'm a big ETH guy, and DeFi stuff, right? Uniswap, DYDX, GMX, SDEX, all across the board, man. And then some other ones too. But that's that, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Denise. Uni. She knows what's up. Chill, daddy, chill. You want some more daddy? Your mom. Don't be the creep. Mommy. Mommy, when's XRP gonna moon? When moon, mommy? When $200 for XRP? When? Mommy. Oh, Lord. When moon, man? That is the question of the century. When frickin' moon? Oh, you gotta love this market, man. This market is great. It is great. Oh, man. Chill, daddy. Chewy said OP gonna go 100x this bull run. 100x? Oof. I don't know about 100x. But I think, and this is my opinion, I think OP could get to where Matic is, right? Or I think OP could get to where Matic was last bull market, which I don't know. You'd have to go through the supply and all that shit, but I think OP can get to where Matic was last bull market. Arbitrum, I like OP better than Arbitrum, to be honest. But I think Arbitrum also. I think OP and ARB can get up into the top 20 in the next bull run. But that's my take. When is grown up hour? Brandy, grown up hour is now. We've been having grown up hour for the last 36 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We all about the grown up hour. He's got his daddy limit for the year. Listen, man. What should I have? No, guys, I need to eat healthy. I was gonna say, what should I have for dinner tonight? That question always comes out. Well, here's the thing, guys. I got to ask you the question, okay? Me and Maj are trying to decide if we want to go to the park to put our feet in the soil tonight and act like plants, or if we should watch 90 Day Fiancé. So I will leave it up to you guys. Should we go to the park, or should we watch 90 Day Fiancé tonight? Or should we do both? Should we do both? Let me know. And you're not allowed to say neither, right? You're not allowed to be a hater and say neither, okay? Which one should we do? I'll leave it up to the crowd here. I got a feeling ARB and OP will overpump. $50? It all depends on where Bitcoin goes, right? I'm not a big price prediction guy. Let's like let it play out. It all like price targets all depends on how high Bitcoin goes. If Bitcoin just goes up to 69K again, you know, it's obviously the alts probably won't go up as much as unless you and if you think Bitcoin's going to go to like 150 or 200K, obviously the altcoins will go up more. It really just depends on how high Bitcoin goes. It's hard. To make altcoin predictions is almost impossible, right? You can do fib levels. You can bring out like the 4236 or the 1236 on the fibs. But, you know, you don't know which ones are going to do those or not. I'm confident. I'm confident in OP and ARP though. $50. It's a high target. I know. Let's focus on breaking the highs first. That's always kind of my thing. $50 is that is a trip. That is a trip for both of those. Now I would be very happy, man, if OP and R both hit $50. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what else can we talk about? Well, as far as other shit, right? As far as some other shit, what's Bitcoin doing right now? Bitcoin still kind of just coming up. Like I said, I'm not sold on this move up until Bitcoin can reclaim back above those lows. That's why I put this thing right here. If we reclaim, equals bullish. If we reclaim this, we bullish. If we don't, we're in no man's land. Literally no man's land in between this level and 28K. This is kind of no man's land in here. But anyways, some more macro shit. You know, I've been kind of looking at the market as very similar to. We just talked about how Bitcoin tends to only retest its previous range highs one time, and we know we already did that back in June, right? So, you know, we kind of just talked about how I think Bitcoin's should be at this point of the cycle. It should be making higher lows. Should be making higher lows. Right? We shouldn't, based off theory, go below 24,000 again. If we do, we probably have more things to worry about, right? But it shouldn't go below 24/7 again, in theory. And you know, we've been kind of looking at the market similar to the way we've been looking at the I think it's 24. I always forget the years. Basically the 2015 run, right? We've been kind of looking at it because it's had a lot of similarities to that. Right? And, you know, the thing we always kind of like to say is, okay, you know, we sort of load here. We had our bottom consolidation phase down here. And, you know, if this was the bottom consolidation phase and we started to get a move up, since then the price action's been pretty similar, right? And we've sort of talked about two scenarios, Bitcoin pumping straight up, which obviously that scenario didn't happen. And then the second scenario is we get a pullback to 28K, right? We're still kind of following this trajectory. But here's what I'll say. To sort of look at this as a time perspective, right? I would be prepared for more sideways. And the reason why I say that is if we're going to do like we did here, yes, we made higher lows. We kept making higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, until eventually we broke out. But look at how long this took. This took a long freaking time. Shit. I mean, this took, from where we are now, if we're to do this took another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks to break the previous high. So I think the best thing you can do right now is be patient. Don't get too mad if we continue to go sideways, because we have been at a point like this where we've gone sideways for like another 2 months. And I know that would be brutal. And I know that would just be absolutely horrendous if we sort of just chopped in between like 28K and 30K for another 2 months. That would be horrible. But the way I'm looking at it is I would be prepared for something like that. More chop and just you know, that price action that really gets you feeling a certain type of way, which is just horrendous. Which is worse than down moves, which is chop. We've already had a lot of chop, but we could chop longer. We can certainly chop much, much longer based off history. So, yeah. As far as time perspective, man, you know, we'll see. But I think there's a scenario where we could chop for quite a bit longer here. You know what I mean? Your new stepdad said, if I wasn't certain, 80% certain your mom is actually a man, I'd totally be making moves. I know you guys would. I know one of you guys tried to make a move on your mom in the chat. I know one of you guys did. I know one of you guys did. And I think it might have been, who was making a move? Was it Becker? Man, I gotta get in on your mom in the chat. All right, let's get in. Let's get in on it. Let's type something in the chat. Yo, your mom. Yo, son, a Cardano holder? If so, leave him in the basement, and I will be right over. You know, Becker's looking for the Cardano holders. Unfortunately, I think your mom is an XRP maxi. So, unless, you know, she, quote unquote, holds one Cardano in a random wallet, Becker, I think, is out of... Oh, Lord. I should have guessed that. Oh, Lord almighty. Yo, shout out to Magdi in the chat. Shout out to Kryptone. Shout out to your new stepdad. Shout out to everyone in the chat today, guys. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Like I said, you know, let's just chill, right? Crypto Wolf, Dragos, Ken, what's going on, brothers? Monday fun day, fellas. Monday freaking fun day. The other thing we could talk about is FOMC meeting. So we're gonna get 25 basis points. We're gonna get. Do I agree with us doing 25 basis points? No. I think that's a mistake. I think we actually might be pushing rates too far. And I actually think we might have the opposite problem, which a lot of people thought in the beginning of the year, which is inflation. We might have the opposite problem if the Fed keeps raising rates here. But that's besides the point. They're going to do 25 basis points. I'd be interested to see because, I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be wacky. It's already been kind of a wacky week. But it's going to be continue to be wacky probably until Wednesday. Who the frick knows? Who the frick knows what and it all comes down to what Powell says at the end of the day. But it's going to be 25 basis points. The market already has that priced in, though. Holy shit! We got some stuff going outside. The market already has that priced in. So it's been like 99% chance we're getting a 25 basis points. The market's known that for like 2 months now. So it's going to come down to what Powell says at the end of the day. Oh, we got 14 minutes until the daily close. Let's see where the fear and greed index is at. Can we get some fear? Can we get some fear in the market today? Let me know in the chat. What do you think crypto fear and greed index will be at today? Try to guess me in the chat. I swear, if it's still at greed, this shit's broken. Because based off the sentiment in the chat, it ain't greedy, bro. It ain't greedy. What do you guys think? What will the crypto fear and greed index be at today? I'm going to guess, even though I don't agree with, because it seems to be higher than what I actually think it is. Because yesterday we were at greed, and like I just don't get that sentiment in the chat or on Twitter. I'm gonna guess and say 49. Do I agree with it being 49? No. But I feel like it's going to be 49. I feel like it's going to be 49. Why? Because it's not going to drop as fast. It doesn't really drop that fast. But what I'd love to see, and we know we sort of been looking at the fear and greed index here. What I'd love to see is this sort of higher low continue. But what would be nice is us dipping a little bit into fear. I'd love to dip like into that low 40 level just to show a little fear in the market. But I don't think it's going to be today. I think tomorrow, if we see one more leg down tomorrow, which I still think is a possibility, right? You know, if you are a fan of your Elliott waves, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to 28K, and then a retrace. But if we got down to that 28K level, which we've talked about, there's so much confluence there, you might get that fear. you would probably get that fear. But today I think 49. 49. I know some of you guys are gonna say 69 because you guys are some dirty mother effers. 69. I bet if I had to guess without looking at the chat, most of you guys picked 69 because you guys are dirty mother effers. And you guys, I don't know. I just feel like you guys are some dirty mother effers today. Gonna take a $5,000 drop to get the fear kicking. You think so? I don't. I think if we got to 28K, I think you'd see fear on the fear and greed. I don't think you're gonna see it yet, but I think you're gonna see it at 28K if we get there, right? If we get there, which, you know, I think it makes sense from just like what we've done this whole ride up, testing that bull market support band again. We've done it on every single dip. I don't see why we wouldn't now that we broke through from the range, right? But like I like to say, it's almost those famous last words. I almost think it just makes sense for a test there. What would be horrible, like what would really piss a lot of people off though, is I know a lot of people are waiting for that 28K level, including myself. You know what I mean? Including myself. What would piss a lot of people off if this just shot back up like this. That would really piss people off, I think. Because I think we're sort of in that market where a lot of people taking profits up here, which so far, right? They got a nice little move down from there. Once again, but you know, what I'll always say about taking profits or selling your bag is basically now you're trying to time where the low will be. So I know a lot of people like taking profits, selling up here. I know a lot of people looking to buy back at 28. What would piss a lot of people off is if this shot back up from here, which once again, I'm not gonna call for that right now unless we can get back above 29.7, right? I still think it's more likely that we get, you know, maybe a little bit of a move up to maybe test these lows and then get one more to move down to 28. I think that's more likely at this point. But what I always like to say is, you never know with the corn, man. The corn is like a crazy bitch. You know, when you think you know what the corn's doing, the corn's gonna come out the woodwork and be like, hold on. Let me talk about this. When you think you know what the corn's doing, you're gonna do this. Hold up. Shit. I'm trying to get this going in here. Where's the frick? I can't find it. We'll just use Camirand. You think I'm gonna dump? Boy, you best bet. You best bet. I don't even want to speak to your manager. I'm gonna speak to you. Alright? You best bet that I ain't doing what you want me to do. I'm the honey badger, bitch. You know Karen's gonna come in. But you know, let's see what happens and kind of go from there, right? We'll keep this little screen up here, man. We'll keep this screen up. Verhoopty said emotional damage. Emotional damage, bro. Let's see. Saw what you did there. Thank you. I'm elbow deep in brisket. Elbow deep in brisket. That sounds phenomenal, man. I'd love to be, you know what I'd love to be elbow deep in right now? Some pulled pork. But some good pulled pork. And like I said, I've had a very, very hard time to find some good pulled pork over here. But I'd love to be not only elbow deep, but neck deep. Where I can just go. Where it's like the pulled pork is right here. And we're just constantly scooping some up with my mouth. That would be it. DB said, I think 25 to 26K is a healthy retrace. Well, the thing is, I know a lot of people are kind of calling for 25K again. I went over this earlier, that typically when Bitcoin breaks out of a range, right, it's bear market range, it typically only tests that level one time. So I know a lot of people are saying, okay, we have to come down to 25K again. To me, if we went down to 25K again, I think that would actually be bad. And I think Bitcoin would actually go lower than that. If we were to go to 25K, I think Bitcoin would actually go lower than that. And we started talking about this earlier, right? We have a range. Bitcoin already taps it, right? We have bear market range, lows. We don't tap it on the first move. We come back, COVID taps it later, right? We don't retest, COVID taps it later. We have bear lows. We move up. We retest it here. We don't come back and test it again. Right? And then back here, we have bear market consolidation lows. We move up, test it once. We don't come back down and test it again. Right? So in my opinion, based off history, Bitcoin shouldn't go to 25K again. It shouldn't, based off history. If it does, I think we would go significantly lower than that. And I don't think things will be looking very good if we went to 25K again. Just structurally, to me, we want to continue this higher low structure. To me, if Bitcoin was to go down here again, right? I think that would look very ugly. I wouldn't like that again. You basically, if this is Wyckoff, you don't want to break up, come down to test, come back up, and then fail, and then just come all the way back to the lows. If this was to test again, I think we would go lower. I don't think we would stop at 25K if that was the case, based off history. So obviously time will tell. We have no way to know. Only thing I'm looking at is what Bitcoin's done in the past, and it typically only tests that bear market consolidation one time, either much later or right away, right? 25K, we in trouble? True. I think if we went to 25K, it would be horrendous. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be that would be pretty bad. Like, I would probably be pretty bearish if that was the case. You know what I mean? So, to me, I want to hold the bull market support band, right? I want to hold this bull market support band. I don't want to break this. And the last straw would be like this 50 moving average, but like we got like no momentum above it, right? So that's why for me it's important that we continue to make higher lows, because if we come down and tap the 50 moving average, get a reaction, and then come down and test it again like this, I don't like that price action, because you want to see strength off this higher low and then continue. I don't want to test that again, man. I think that would be pretty ugly if that was the case, but time will tell. Who knows? Who the frick knows what's going to happen? But I think what we want to do, if we are a bull here, we want to hold like around 28. I don't really want to see below that. Let's see. Anderson said just oh Lord, it's over. It's over. Mike said I'm in a monsoon right now. He's in a freaking monsoon. It's clear skies over here today. It's a nice day over here today, man. It's a beautiful day over here today, man. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Check total 3 bull market support band. Actually, I haven't looked at that. Let me check it. So I like to typically look at total 3 minus stablecoins. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so we're right at it right now. So like this is also why where Bitcoin is pretty key, right? This is also why I think this level is pretty key for Bitcoin here. Because total 3 is like right at that bull market support band. You see that? You got above it, went below it, testing it again. So this is where we want to break through, right? I don't want to... if we do get a rejection once again, we're just looking for higher lows, right? So if we're here, this is the third low. 1, 2, 3. Any pullback, we're just looking for a higher low. It's the same thing with Bitcoin, right? Any pullback on Bitcoin, we're looking for a higher low. Any pullback on the altcoin market, just looking for a higher low. But it all comes down to the corn. It all comes down to the corn here, man. And that's why I'm just going to keep this chart up here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to keep this chart up right here with the bull market support band right below us. And that support right there, man. So much confluence there at 28. So much confluence there at 28. I got to go put the chicken on the grill. You may be gone by the time I get back. If so, have a great night, everyone. Wayne, I'll catch you later, bro. Right before the daily close, man. Like shit.
The daily close.
There we go, man. Shout out to Wayne. We got the daily close though, guys. So we closed at 29,295. 29,295. I don't think there's anything too significant about that close. Once again, we're kind of just in no man's land. We're in no man's land between 30K and 28. We claim 30, we looking good. Back test 28, I like that level. In between, it's a weird little range, bro. Right? We all, you know what I'm saying? There is literally no volume in here. No freaking volume. I'm not longing. I'm not shorting. I'm waiting. This market shit. Horse guy, what are you doing, bro? I don't know what to do. I have to do something. I cannot wait for an entry. I must long or short here. I have no patience for my entry. Well, the current candle is red. So, if current candle equals red, I short. Okay? So, I am going short here. I think that is logical. Red candle, short. Green candle, long. So, I am short, guys. We will see where we're at tomorrow. I will be in profit. Watch. Alright. Horse guy short. Current candle equals red. He's like a computer program. He's like a damn computer program, man. Yo, Clinty. Did Clinty just come in with 20? Clinty. Okay. We need to do this for Clinty, man. We got to do this for Clinty. Let's do this shit. Why am I in this? Why am I in this? There we go. This goes for Clinty. Coming in with the 20 gifted memberships. His land is appreciating in value. His heart is appreciating in value. Clinty's a good man. You are all good men. Remember, guys, we all must do what we need to do. We all must do what we need to do. Fellas, let's do this. Clinty! There we go, fellas. Alright. How do I end this? There we go. I love this thing, man. I haven't been able to use it lately. Oh, my God. I love this thing. When use this? When Jordan use this? Oh, come on, bro. When Jordan used this? When he used this? Patience. Yoda would say, Jordane patience. To Jordane can use the astronaut helmet. Soon, man. Patience. Yo, shout out to Clint, though. Clint, you're the freaking man, bro. Let's do this. The almighty Clinters. The almighty Clinters. All right, here's what we're going to do, guys. Here's what we're going to do. I want to do something here, okay? Here's what I'm going to do, guys. How many likes do we got in the chat right now? We have 513 peeps in here, only 197 likes. It's bear market on likes. It's the bear market on likes. Here's what we're going to do. I want to start doing this a little bit more. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick one person in the chat, right? And I want to do this more often here. We're going to do a $50 giveaway. But here's the thing. Who I pick, I want you to do what I want you to do, because I told you for the next 6 months I'm accumulating shit. What I want you to do is take that and throw it into your favorite crypto. Okay? That's what I want you to do. And we're going to do this more often. I want you to take that and throw it into your favorite crypto. Okay? I don't want you to just be a bear. Okay? I want you to take that, throw it into your favorite crypto. You might say $50. I will say that $50 can get you a vacation in 2 freaking years. But I want you to throw it into your favorite crypto. Don't be throwing it into Wojak or Pepe. Throw it into your favorite crypto. Okay? So I'm going to pick one person. Okay? And basically, here's what we're going to do. Right? But you have, like, the thing is, you have to put it in your favorite crypto. Because you might just say $50 now. Okay? But I'm telling you, that $50 could get you a vacation in 2025. Okay? Here's what we're going to do. How am I going to pick? I need to find out a better way to pick these, by the way. Who should I pick? Who's been nice to me? And who's been a troll to me? If you've been a troll, you're disqualified from any of them. Who's been super, super nice to me? Let's see. Who's been super, super nice? I can't just choose like this, though. I feel like I'm being biased. I can't just choose, man. Let's see. Bring back the crypto brackets. He said everyone. All right, let's do. Your mom said don't pick me. I can't just choose, man. I feel bad. All right, here's what we're gonna do. You guys said racist. All right. Anyways, here's what we're gonna do. All right. If we can get to. Oh, that is a great question. Okay, we got 254 likes. If we can get to 300 likes right now, we're gonna do it. All right. So we only need 50 more of them, bro. 50 more of them. Bass says put it in Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu. If you want to do that, by all means, throw it in Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask a question. The first person to get it right in the chat is going to be the winner, okay? But you got to be the first person to guess it. What was... I guess I should say this. Let's say that. Let's do this. What's a good question to ask? What was the last flavor of chips? The last brand and flavor of chips that Jordan ate. What was the last brand and flavor of chips that Jordan ate? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Oh, shout out to Nola, man. Nola with another 10 gifted memberships, man. What was the last brand and flavor? You have to do the first. You have to do both. You have to do both. No, brand and flavor, not just flavor, guys. Let's see. I gotta go slow. Hold on. I gotta go slow. It's probably not what you think. All right, I'll give you a hint. It's probably not what you think. Let's see. Anyways, we got the Bitcoin chart on here. Sorry, we're not really missing anything here. Let's see. I'm scrolling through slowly to see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, some of you guys are close, man. Some of you guys are close. I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet, fellas. I can't even keep up with this thing, man. Doritos, Buffalo. Man, you guys can't get this one. You guys will never get this one because you'll be like, Jordan, you really got those chips? This is a horrible question. Oh, you guys will never get this one, dude. All right. I got to give you guys a hint because you guys aren't going to get it here. You guys aren't going to get it. It starts with, the brand starts with you. Okay? The brand starts with you. If that helps, go. The brand starts with you. Here we go. What we got? Oh. The brand. Uranus. Come on, guys. There's only one chip brand that starts with you. What the hell, man? Okay, I see some guesses, but you didn't guess the flavor, man. You got to guess the flavor too. Man. Got to guess the flavor, or else it doesn't count. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Oh! Wait! Was it Wayne? Let's go, man! Let's go, it was Wayne! Utz Salt and Vinegar. He was the first one. Some of you guys were saying salt and vinegar. Some of you guys were saying Utz Barbecue or Utz Regular. Wayne was the first one in the chat that said Utz Salt and Vinegar. There was a few of you guys who did it slightly after. But it was Wayne who took the cake. I love when Wayne wins.
Strap up. We're going
Let's
to
go,
the moon.
man. It was Wayne who came in with the band hammer and guessed Utz. I thought Wayne laughed. That's what I'm saying. I thought Wayne said he was going to get dinner. Wayne was still in the chat. Oh, man. Utz. Salt and vinegar. And I know. This is why I said you guys would never guess this, because Utz is one of the worst brands. Okay? I know. But I wanted salt and vinegar chips at the time. That was the only salt and vinegar chips at that store besides Lay's. I'd rather have Utz than Lay's. Okay? I'm not a big Lay's guy. You only had Utz and Lay's for salt and vinegar. I had to go with the Utz. Okay? I know Utz is whack. I know. I freaking know. All right, Wayne. Go in the Discord. Send me a message, man. I'm going to get that to you, bro. But you have to buy. I know you're going to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, the rule is with this, okay? We're going to do this more often. But I don't know if this doesn't count as financial advice, does it? No, it's because it's a giveaway. You got to do the crypto with the giveaway. That's the one rule we're going to do, all right? So Wayne's going to buy Bitcoin. Let's go, man. Let's go, bro. Wax City. Oh, come on, guys. You'll win next time. That must be Wayne loves XRP? Wayne could buy XRP, man. But Wayne, go in the Discord, man. Discord, message, okay? Wayne, if you don't want it, you can pick someone else, but that's fine. Just send me a message in the Discord, man. Fast chicken is cooking, dude. Ooh, the chicken. The chicken. The chicken. I'm spending it on blow, job, and cocaine. Blow job and cocaine, man. Let's see. Utz fish fanny flavor. That sounds disgusting, dude. That sounds absolutely disgusting. That sounds absolutely pitiful. We had 300 likes though. Thanks, guys. 300 likes hit on the stream. Thanks for coming out, man. Shout out to Nola, by the way. We gotta do something a little bit for Nola, man. If you guys are looking for some TA, we did TA for the first hour on the stream, man. You know what I mean? So I always like to preface this. If you're just coming in now, rewind. We talked about Bitcoin for an hour. Here's the thing. We got to do this for Nola, by the way. Shout out to Ethereum. Ethereum barely even budged today. Ethereum didn't even dump. It just basically sat there. That's why ETH is a beast. ETH is a beast, bro. Don't count out ETH, man. That's why I'm bullish on the ETH tokens too. Because ETH is a freaking beast. Shout out to Vitalik. Look at him, so cute. Is he cuter in that, or is he cuter in the pick nose video? I don't know. He's kind of cute in this. He's kind of cute. Look at him, man. Look at his hair in the back. That's a true CEO of crypto right here. That's a true guy who doesn't give a flying F about anything. You see him? He's not one of these tacky guys who's wearing a suit. You see Vitalik? This is a man. That's a man who knows himself and doesn't have to wear a freaking suit to seem like he's professional. Did you just see? Did you just freaking see Vitalik? He picked his nose on camera and he's wearing a unicorn shirt and his hair is in a mess. That is a true alpha male right there. Not someone who's wearing a freaking tie and a shirt and looks like a freaking car salesman. That's true professionalism right there, if you ask me. That is someone who is smart. That's a true crypto CEO right there, man. Wayne said chicken is flat. I just flipped it. Wayne, you said you were leaving, and now you won the giveaway. It never fails to amaze me. It is what it is. Anyways, he don't give an F. He don't give a flying F. That's a true alpha male. You don't give a flying F. You know? The white takes the cake. That is true. He is smart, rich nerd. I'll take that any day. A smart, rich nerd. A nerd. See, nerds tend to be smart. Nerds tend to be smart, and nerds tend to make better decisions than, nerds tend to make better decisions, and they tend to be slightly smarter. Wayne confused. Wayne didn't even know. Wayne was just in here guessing a chip. Wayne was just like, salt and vinegar Utz. And he won somehow. He just came back from flipping his chicken. This was basically Wayne. Let me get Wayne. So I don't even know what Wayne looks like, man, but I'm gonna assume that he looks something like this. I don't know why. I feel like Wayne looks like this, man. Oh, I just got back from flipping my chicken. It looks so good. Oh, everyone's guessing chips in the chat. I'm gonna guess something. Oh, Jordan said it starts with a U. Salt and vinegar Utz. Salt and vinegar Utz. All right, I gotta flip my chicken again. What did I win? That was Wayne. He didn't even know. He just came back from flipping his chicken. Oh Lord. Let's see. Yeah, Wayne, you gotta send me a message in the Discord, man. And then I'll get that to you, bro. And then yeah, we'll do more of these, man. We'll do more of these. No, Wayne is way cooler than that. Wayne is cooler than that, dude. He's way cooler than that. Anyways. Yeah, that's what we got, guys. That's what we got for the day. Interesting time in the markets right now, though. It is a really, really interesting time in the markets. It really is, man. Stock market futures are literally flat. NASDAQ's flat. ES is flat. Dow Jones is flat. Like literally 0.00. And then you got the DXY that's up 0.03 in this important spot right here. So not too much going on there. Earnings is for the stock market this week. So if you do hold stocks, I get you guys know I got my AI stock bag, man. It's a big week for the stock market too. A lot of earnings this week, man. You got Apple. I mean, you pretty much have everything except Tesla. Tesla was last week. Tesla took a big dump, and then I think today it bounced back pretty good. But yeah, you got Apple, Microsoft, freaking all your big companies earnings this week, man. So it's gonna be a volatile week because not only is there earnings, but it's also FOMC. So you got FOMC and earnings. Crazy week this week. Absolutely crazy week this week. And what happens with the stock market's going to impact Bitcoin. So it's a crazy week this week. Like, especially the middle of the week. I would expect tomorrow to be kind of interesting. I would expect Wednesday to be very, very, very interesting. And then I would expect Thursday to be interesting as everyone kind of digests the week. A lot of crazy shit this week, though. As not just in the crypto land, but in like the macro land too. The big macro land. It's crazy. Mr. Hart said, remember that dude in the chat like 2 weeks ago that had his liquidation at 28.5 and didn't know what to do? Props pooped his pants now. Yeah, hopefully he added a stop loss. Oh, it was his liquidation. Yeah, his liquidation's at 28.5. Yeah, man, it's why you don't go to liquidation. It's why you use stops. You know, you use stops. Like I was long from right here. Because I was just playing the range, right? I knew eventually the range was going to break. But I was long here. I got stopped out. Now I'm just kind of waiting. To see. Either I'll long above here on like a reclaim of this, or I will long 28K. So that's kind of what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for one of those two things to happen at this point. I'm waiting for a move back above 29.7 and then to hold the support. Or I'm basically waiting for a move down to 28K. That's basically what I'm doing right now. Right here, right here is just an interesting spot. I don't think I'm not too confident with this support, at least yet. So that's why I'd rather wait for like kind of a reclaim or 28. Uts or bomb, y'all crazy? Yeah, dude. Mike said 0.01 BTC is cheaper than yesterday. Facts, Wayne. I mean, sorry, facts, Mike. It is. That is true. It is cheaper than yesterday, which is pretty dope. Oh, iTech Review just subscribed. Shout out to iTech Review, man. Thanks for coming in and subscribing. If you guys subscribe, your little name will pop up on that second screen. I don't even remember putting that on there, but if you got it, it'll pop up on that little screen over there. Not that really matters. Anyways, guys. You know what happens when I say, anyways, guys. Oh, Lord. Why is OP holding up? Well, OP's got the... OP has the Coinbase ties. Right? So, OP... It'll hold up until it doesn't. But what I'll say about OP is OP's got the Coinbase ties. I think OP is going to freaking kill it. I know there's some issues with like the supply and, you know, the supply is kind of ridiculous on OP. But what I notice about OP is when the market's bullish, this thing moves, man. This thing moves. And that's all I need to really see is like when the market is bullish. Like this is when Bitcoin got a bounce in June of 2022. You guys remember that? OP went nuts. This is the January move. OP went nuts, right? Since then, right? I mean, Bitcoin's got a little bounce from June. OP's been one of the better bouncers in here. I'm a big believer in this. With the Coinbase ties, with just like the ETH layer 2 narrative, I think it's going to be huge. Yeah, OP. I'm a big OP guy. I've been talking about OP forever now. forever, dude. But like I said, I mean, if Bitcoin's gonna get a dump, OP will dump too. You know, OP will certainly go down too if Bitcoin's gonna go down. Just a matter of time. So we'll see. OP has a lot going on. Oh man. Dick said, thanks for starting a long trade. Nice, dude. Hope it works out for you, man. Wayne said, I know what that means. Time to flip the chicken. Mike said, when you take Maya out in the day, when it gets near the end, you go anyways. That is true, dude. Well, we have to still see if we're going to go to the park or we're going to watch 90 Day Fiancé. So we still don't know what we're going to do yet. So, you know, it's besides the fact. What's with the rumor SEC could take another swipe at Ripple? That is a rumor, yeah. They're probably going to do it. So, I don't know. But I would think that they lose that appeal if they appeal anyways. So, we'll see. We'll see. We don't really know. All right, guys. I'm going to call a stream here. Once again, I think Bitcoin's kind of in a no man's land at this point. 28K is the big support. Like, so much confluence at 28K. It reminds me when we went to 25K and there was all that confluence at 25K where we had the bull market support band, we had this upward sloping trend line, we had the 50 moving average, all at that level. Reminds me of that same kind of standpoint right here at like 28 for some type of support there. So if we get there, awesome. That's where I'm looking to do a bigger bid. If we don't and we just get back above 29.7, I think things are looking very, very good. So that's about what I'm right now. I think it's a waiting game to see what happens next. Sitting on my hands, not doing anything crazy right here in this like weird range. And once again, I mean, if Bitcoin gets a bigger pullback and some of these alts start to come back to the lows, by all means, give me some better opportunities and I'll take those from you. All right. Anyways, peace out, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. 8:30 a.m. for the members. Everyone else, catch you guys at 7. And see you guys. We might do another giveaway tomorrow. You guys have to be nice. If you're nice, we'll do it. Anyways, peace out, guys. Later. Have a fantastic night. Don't do the thing I want to do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, don't panic sell your crypto. Especially to BlackRock. Please don't. Sell your crypto to freaking BlackRock. All right? Peace!